Okay, so it's never going to be perfect. So I've been sitting here testing out the light and my hair, and I look tired, but you know what? Screw it. I'm here. How is everybody doing? I'm here with my hair. It's actually getting a lot thicker. I think, after you have a baby, it thins out a lot, and it takes a little time for it to start to grow back. But I don't know if you can see, I have tons of tiny little hairs, which makes my hair look super messy. I don't know if it's the CBD working. I do take the CBD oil, which has been known to help stimulate hair growth, or if it's just a natural part of life that's going on. Anyways, so welcome back to my channel, and I've been meaning to get another video done here this week, but hasn't really happened. It is Sunday at almost 9:30, so here I am. Cyrus fell asleep early, so I was able to have the energy to do it. So every night, by the end of the night, I'm exhausted, and by the time he falls asleep, I either fall asleep with him and then wake up and it's really late, or I'm just too tired and that's my excuse. It's really easy to make excuses for things that maybe intimidate us or we're scared to do a little bit, which, making videos is something I want to do, but it also, intimidates me, I guess. I'm a little fearful of putting myself out there. So, now that that's out in the air, I said I made a commitment to meditate an hour every day. So, the way my schedule works, that ends up being at night after I put Cyrus to bed and after I do anything that I need to do at night. So usually when I'm meditating, it's about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. I've been trying to fit some yoga in before that, so that yoga comes first. So that's usually around midnight, 12:30, whatever time I get to it. But I've been sticking to it. Last night I couldn't because I was knocked out with Cyrus, and I woke up, it was 12:30. I was hungry, so I ate a little bit. I chose to meditate because that was my commitment. Yoga was never an actual commitment, so I picked one that I didn't want to go back on, which was the meditation. So last night I didn't do the yoga, but I did wake up and I went to my first class at the gym today. I've been trying to make it. The other night there was a class. I was going to go to a yoga class. It was already set up. And then I was getting ready to leave. I checked the app and it said, I don't know what happened. The class was a different class then. It changed from yoga to something else, something that I didn't want to take, to Zumba or something. I'm sure Zumba's fun. It's just not something that I wanted to take. So there was a class this morning. It's called Bar, and it's a mixture between ballet, yoga, Pilates, weights, and other stuff. It's a whole collaboration of exercise, and I worked my ass off this morning, and I feel it. And I'll probably feel it tomorrow. I've been, taking the steps that possibly could alleviate some of the soreness and tension tomorrow, but we'll see. So I've really been kicking ass in the new year, even though, like I said, I don't set goals or resolutions. I have an intention, which I've been keeping that intention, which is self-love. something I have not been very good at, and I think something that a lot of us are not good at. But I've been practicing meditation and yoga and making time to do things that nurture my spirit and my body and all that. So a lot of things that made me feel really good this week was, I guess, starting on the 1st. This room I'm in right now, it became a storage room over time. Things that I had intended to either sell, like things we're no longer using, things that Cyrus has grown out of, but that are in great condition, or things I bought for him that we don't use, or never used, like baby gates. I never installed gates. I bought a ton of them. Anyways, it became a storage area here. This room was piled up high, full of crap. And it was filthy and dirty and disgusting. So I just had it in me that day. I'm going to clean out this room. I had papers and mail from years ago and junk. It was disgusting. It was gross. It was something I had been avoiding forever. So I got it all cleared out and kind of set up a little bit of how I wanted it to be, because I wanted it to be my office, which it used to be, and then I can use it for meditation and for yoga, and for making videos, all of that stuff. Anything that I want to do, I wanted it to be my room. So that got done on Monday. 2 days ago, I think it was, or was it yesterday? I don't know. The days run together. I literally moved all the furniture because it did not look like this. The bookshelf was over there. The piano was over here. I had to move it out because at one point, one of my cats, she would pee, and it's really gross. She would pee and it got all the way, excuse me, all the way under the piano. I had never, he's waking up. I never was able to pull it out and clean it up and any of that. So it was gross. I pulled everything out. I had to chip away the dried up cap. It was disgusting, literally disgusting. So I cleaned up the whole room, mopped the floor, moved the piano, moved the bookshelf, moved everything around a million times, hung up the shelves, the mirror. It's great. It's great. It's perfect now. Well, it's not perfect, but I feel great that I have a usable room, and it doesn't stink, and the cats are not allowed in here anymore. There used to be a cat box, but for some reason, one of the cats, you know how cats are, she would decide to pee outside of the cat box, and then it just kept happening. So that's one thing that made me feel really great. I might have to leave here and continue. He woke up, so if he doesn't lay back down, I'm gonna have to go get him and get him back to sleep. Sometimes he'll just lay back down. Anyways, I had a whole bunch of stuff repaired the other day at the house, which feels great. The pantry door, it's it's a garage door, like you would go from the house to the garage. The garage was converted into a living room, and part of that is the pantry. So the door that used to go to the garage goes into a pantry, and that was falling off the hinges, like the top two hinges, the middle and the top. Completely would not. I kept putting longer nails, and it would just come out like it was butter in there. So I had that fixed. I would have to lift the door to close it. It was crazy. That got fixed the other day. Okay, he just laid back down. I had a wall in the bathroom that kept getting wet and wet and wet, and it was peeling, and it was moldy, and it was disgusting. And every time I was in the bathroom, I felt yucky. So that got repaired, and now I put a, like a laminate piece of covering over the wall. I don't know what it's called. Whatever the name for it is. It's a white panel that looks nice with lines in it. Decorative panel. So that is all caulked in. Water's not getting in there or anything. So that's amazing. I cleaned up the bathroom floor today, which was amazing. I got my kitchen faucet replaced. These are the things that excite an adult. If you are not an adult and you are not excited by this, just wait. Because these are the things that excite adults sometimes. I'm sorry if this is boring. But I got the faucet replaced. It was old and crusty. The sprayer didn't work. The spigot, I don't know what it's called. Whatever. It arched over so far. There was no room in the sink. It was awful. It was old. And the base part that screws on to the main faucet part, it was not, it kept needing to be tightened, and it would come undone, it would leak, and every time I used the sink, water went through that little part, under the sink, came out onto the floor, so I had to leave a towel there. It was just a big mess, a big hassle every day. So got that fixed. I feel it's so nice, like I don't have to go like this to turn on the faucet. That's I can use a sprayer, like little things like that. Just everyday conveniences is so important sometimes when you realize when things don't function correctly, it can become quite an inconvenience. So anyways, a lot of those things were just everyday burdens, especially this room, that shower wall, that faucet, the pantry door, like these were all just burdens. This house has been a burden for years, and my intention is to move, but that has not been able to happen. So at least now it's livable. And the more I got into it, now it's like I donated this huge, hefty bag full of literally just sweatshirts and jackets. Like, how many sweatshirts and jackets could one person have? They were in this closet in here in this room, and I hadn't used them for years. But you hang on to stuff. Why do we hang on to stuff? It like feels like part of us. I hang on to it. It was hard to let go. Like driving there and thinking about, I'm going to hand off this bag of jackets. Like, oh, I could still wear that jacket. But no, you haven't touched that jacket in 2 years. But it's a name brand jacket. It's really nice. All these stupid excuses to make me try to hang on to a jacket. But nope, I donated them to a place that, it's a thrift store, but it helps domestic violence survivors. So I felt good about that, since I am a domestic violence survivor. It made me feel good to donate to a place like that. So all of that is just like weight off your brain, and it feels really good. So that makes my week feel really successful. All of those things that have been kind of a hindrance. It's in the back of your head every day, like, oh, this stupid pantry door, this mold, like the mold in the bathroom, that could be making me sick. You know what I mean? Like, it's connected to the master bedroom, so I could be breathing this in all night, and Cyrus could be breathing it in. It's all just in your head all the time, so it feels good to get that off of my mind. Anyways, I hope this is not just boring you to death. I will cut this off now because it's like 15 minutes. And but that was my successful week, and I feel amazing. I still have a lot of work to do But tell me about your week. How has your first week of the new year been? Have you done anything? Did you set any intentions? If you have goals or resolutions, that's perfect too. Are you keeping those? What are you doing to keep those? Do you need any help keeping those? I'd like to hear. And yeah, my plan is to make more videos. So like I said, it's been a little fearful process, but you gotta just do stuff that makes you scared. You do. Sometimes you do. Or you could just sit there and be scared and hide in your room. That sounds really appealing. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So, yay 2020. Just kidding. I don't care. It's all the same. It's just a number. It's the same days over and over. Unless you make a change now. You make a change now. Stop saying, tomorrow's a new day. No, today, now. Do it now. Don't put off anything. Don't say, Saturday I'm going to do this. Because no, then Saturday comes, you're just committing to procrastination. And you're just reaffirming that a future date's going to be better. No, it's not. It's the same as today. You have now. 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 You don't have the future. The future is right here in your brain. And you're just picturing a future. The future doesn't exist. You have now. So do it. What do you want to do? What do you want to change? You can obviously make a list of what you want to do when you wake up in the morning, or what you want to do tomorrow. That's, obviously that is something helpful. Like, I got to do stuff when I wake up in the morning too. But I'm talking about long-term goals. Don't say, I'm going to start something on this date. Just start now. You want to quit smoking? Quit. Stop. Find a motivation. Find a reason to quit that will keep you from picking one up. You just got to stop. You just got to... Every single second is a second to do it or to start over. Anyways, I'm rambling. Have a great night, a great day. I will see you on the next video. My next video, I'm going to tell you all about what I plan to talk about. It's not going to be, hopefully, like this video. Well, if you enjoyed this video, I hope it's like this video. If you didn't enjoy this video, then the future videos are going to be completely different. But my next video will explain what my plan is for my channel from here on out. Okay? Okay. So have a great night. It's still early. It's 9:40. Like, I'm usually still putting him into bed by now. Or he's usually not even asleep. He's usually like an hour away from being asleep. So anyways, I will talk to you guys next time. Have a good one.